Manchester United 3, Sunderland 1. What a perfect way to go into 2017, 31st of December. We've now got Middlesbrough at home. Wow. What a goal that was from Henrikh Mkhitaryan. Let's run through the game. Man United in total control for, let's say, 90% of that match. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic may have missed plenty of chances today, but he got that all-important second goal, which gave United the space, the comfort, going into the last few minutes of the game. And then, wow, Henrikh Mkhitaryan came on and scored one of the best goals that we've seen at Old Trafford in a long, long time, with some sort of scorpion kick behind his head. I don't know how he got that touch on the ball. Let me know who your man of the match was. We've got somebody there saying Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but wow, that was such a wonderful goal. Sorry if it's a bit shaky, everyone. I'm not where I normally am for this live reaction, so I've got to do it on my phone. But that's what you want to see from Man United at home against teams where we are in total control of the match, and we see it off. Instead of going in 1-0 and getting very nervous towards the end there, we had Mkhitaryan came on, Martial came on, and that were two very positive substitutions from Mourinho, who has been criticised over the season for making quite negative subs. He didn't do that today, and look what happens. And it made all the difference, because Man United then, in the first half against Sunderland, we were very narrow. Lingard and Mata weren't offering much width, and it was making it easy for Sunderland to defend against us in deep. David Moyes, lo and behold, made it difficult for us. But went into that second half and we kept pumping it forward. We kept making opportunities, and I just want to talk about that Mkhitaryan goal again. Mickey is back, says Liam. Absolutely. You know, prior to his injury against Spurs, he was in such a rich vein of form. But to come and do that after coming off the bench for the last half an hour against Sunderland, just so audacious. And he made an immediate difference when he came on. He's so direct with his passing, so direct in his play. That is such a good goal. And now it leaves Man United with 4 consecutive wins in the Premier League. Man United have now got unbeaten in 11, unbeaten in 9 in the Premier League. We're on the march. We really are on the march. And now we've got Middlesbrough coming up on New Year's Eve at Old Trafford again, before we go away on the 2nd to West Ham. Now, West Ham may have spanked Swansea today, but any team should be spanking Swansea. And West Ham are bang out of form this season. We may have drawn with them at Old Trafford in the Premier League, but we spanked them in the EFL Cup. But Man United really are on the march. Big kudos goes out here to Paul Pogba as well. Is there a better central midfielders in the Premier League? You know, everyone's going to be talking about, is Dabbin, is Price, X, Y, Z. They're not United fans. We're watching a master at work. And some of the passes he had today were absolutely sublime. You've got... He could have had 2 or 3 goals, you know, same as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan obviously got 1, but Man United were a bit wasteful in front of goal again today. And that's kind of been an issue we've had all season. But with Mkhitaryan and Martial coming on, it changes the game for us. And it meant that we had the impetus to go and get that second, instead of sitting back and trying to nervously see out a 1-0 lead. George asking, has anybody ever scored a better first 3 goals for Man United than Mkhitaryan? He's obviously got his one away to Zoria. I think that was his first goal. Second was his one against Spurs, which was a banger. And then third, it. Fair play, decent comment in that. They are 3 awesome goals. Just Mkhitaryan is looking like the player we always wanted him to be from the very start. But say what you want about how the situation's been handled, but Mkhitaryan looks shit hot right now. Now, Wayne Rooney wasn't in the squad today. Apparently it was down to an injury. We don't really know what's going on there, but I don't really care about Rooney. I want to talk about Martial looking quite good when he came on. I want to talk about how good Pogba was. I want to talk about Zlatan's goal. Yes, he may have missed some, but he made the all-important one at the end, and that's all that matters. 3 points. Man United on the march. Let's run through a few of your comments here. Shanawaz saying, should we rest Carrick at the next game? Well, no. He's got 5 days between now and Middlesbrough. I have no idea why he would rest Carrick. He is the Mr. Muscle of this team. He's not doing much at all. He's just doing the jobs that people don't like to do. And that's making a real difference. And his passes through the lines really do give a real dynamic edge to Man United's midfield. Something we did see in the first half there, as I said, was a very distinct lack of width from Man United. And it made it very easy for Sunderland to defend. And it was only a cracking goal by Daley Blind which broke it down. Fair play to Blind. I thought he played excellent today. I thought Antonio Valencia was again superb. I think the comment there from Liam saying that. But all round, you look at excellent performances there. Rojo and Jones again supreme in the middle of the defence. Good goal by Fabio Borini at the end. A little bit taken off the shine, but David Moyes came back to Old Trafford and he got played off the park. They made it difficult for us. Let's not get that twisted. You know, they had a few opportunities, but Man United dug deep and Man United went for the jugular at the end of the game. We were 2-0 up. We went for a third and we got the third. And that is where our strength is at the moment this season. Man United's strength is not in seeing out 1-0 leads. Although we did see it out against Spurs. Man United's strength is in going forward, getting the ball to Martial, to Zlatan, to Mata, to Rashford, to Mkhitaryan. Getting them the ball and then scoring. Don't be sitting back on a 1-0 lead because invariably it can end in tears, which has happened to Man United so many times this season. Somebody there saying Pogba boss in midfield and Zlatan involved in all the goals. I think Mkhitaryan just scored the goal of the month. Goal of the month, I would argue that is going to be in the contention for goal of the season. Absolutely wonder strike from Henrikh Mkhitaryan. And now we head into Middlesbrough. The momentum is continuing to build at Manchester United. I thought we were we weren't average, but we were quite happy to just play in second or third gear there. And Sunderland didn't have an answer to it. That's what made it easy for us. But heading forward now, Middlesbrough, if we get another 3 points there and we can get 3 points away to West Ham, 6 wins in a row. Then going into January where we've got Hull in the EFL Cup semi-final and Liverpool in the league. That's where we can see the real marker coming from Manchester United. If we can go and play Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, play as good as we did today. A few more comments from you guys here. Borini's goal was the best. Get out of town. Mkhitaryan's goal was the best. It was offside though. I don't care if it was offside. I really don't. Absolutely stunning finish from him. Do you think we can challenge for the title? Asked David. I think Chelsea look supreme. I mean, they didn't have Costa. They didn't have Kante, and they still won very, very comfortably against a decent Bournemouth side. I think it's going to be very hard to stop Chelsea, but that top 2 position is definitely up for grabs. Let's see what happens with that across the rest of the season. Joshua saying we will need to have at least 10 wins in a row. Well, that's 4 now. And as I said, we've got winnable games coming up. Martial, it's not actually Martial, maybe it is, asking Pogba or Zlatan for player of the match. I really enjoyed watching Pogba today. I think Pogba was superb. Really, really confident. Excellent passes. Excellent range of passes. And yes, his finishing was a little bit poor. So that obviously didn't help him. And he could have had quite a few goals, actually. But I love watching Pogba play for Man United again. Anybody who tells me he's not world-class needs to get in the sea. Tev Amrou saying that Liverpool don't play European football, obviously, but we don't play European football until February again now, so that doesn't really matter for January. We just need to concentrate on the domestic competitions, the Premier League, the FA Cup begins, and obviously the EFL Cup. That's what you want to see from Man United. That is a festive present from Mourinho. And for me, the big thing about today was the fact that Mourinho brought on Martial and Mkhitaryan as his 2 substitutes. Substitutes. Because we've seen in games before, we've seen Lingard comes on, Fellaini comes on, obviously he came on at the end, but just energy-sapping substitutions that don't really make a difference to Man United. That is not what happened today against Sunderland. 1-0 up, and we go for that second goal. We get that second goal. We're 2-0 up, and we go for that third goal, and we get that third goal. That's Man United. That's what we want to see. And if you imagine a few years ago, it was that other man, David Moyes, in the dugout instead of Jose Mourinho for a 0-0 draw at Old Trafford. That was a woeful game. Things are changing at Man United. Things are happening at Man United. People are starting to look at Man United and go, maybe we shouldn't have written them off. Because we have been written off this season. And slowly but surely we are starting to see this Man United team come together. And I don't think that was our best performance today, but it was a very accomplished and composed win. And that's all that matters. Let me know any more comments. Keep leaving your comments. Thank you all for your comments and your reactions, for watching the video. Happy days. I now want to see Man United continue that against Middlesbrough on New Year's Eve. Take that to the Olympic Stadium to beat West Ham, and then take that into the EFL Cup semi-final. Take that into the Liverpool game. Man United is building. Man United is clicking. So many points this season. I've said we've had loads of individual cogs not working very well together, but working well on their own. What we are starting to see now is these cogs working together in unison, and it's making some wonderful viewing. And that Mkhitaryan goal is the best way to celebrate Boxing Day. Thank you for that, Henrikh. Thank you all for your comments. Drop a like on the video. Please subscribe to United People's TV if you're new for more reaction. Happy days, buzzing for that. 3 points in the bag and an excellent performance. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.